Hello, hello, hello today. I hope everybody's doing well. It's the weekend here and it's been a lovely day so far. You know, there's always so much to do and I'm just slowly knocking things off my list. Today, I thought I would do a fascial facelift. It's about time for a fascial facelift. I like to do fascial facelift really regular. I do it on myself all the time. So today, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do a basic fascial facelift. It's really simple. It just helps ease tension in your head and neck and shoulders. It helps relax some of the muscles in your face. And hopefully somebody gets benefit out of it. It can help you with headaches, all that good stuff. So first we are going to, hi there, Michelle. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to face it backwards. Actually, I'm going to do it the opposite way. I like to do this one and the peekaboo both directions because otherwise my face gets really out of balance. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to face it back. And my right hand, I'm going to face forward, okay? So it's like this. I'm going to stick it to my temples, and I'm going to twist really hard until my face looks really wonky, and I'm just kind of giving a little bit of tension. I am dropping my shoulders. I'm just giving a little bit of upwards movement, and I am just going to breathe. I'm going to breathe in my nose for this whole series because breathing in the nose, as we know, drives more pressure into the top half and into the face. So I'm moving around. I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna squat a little bit and do the same thing. Right. Back, get my chin out, and unwind. Oh, see, I can feel that loosening up my neck already. So that's really good. Now I'm going to take my right hand and point it back, and my left hand and face it forwards, and I'm going to twist the opposite way. So my face is going to get wonky the other way. And then where I'm going to move around and breathe in my nose for 6 big breaths. Dropping my shoulders. Squatting. Oh, and see, that quiets my head down. Instantly, my head just gets a little more quiet. I really like, because my head is really busy, and when I stop thinking, then my whole world gets a little more peaceful, and I really enjoy the peace, because that's the best way to live, right? Enjoying peace and harmony, but not always what we get with life when it's throwing things at us, right? So next, I'm going to do a getting cheeky. So I am just going to do this the one direction. I'm going to point my right hand back and put it in this meaty part of my jaw right here by my ear. I'm going to take the left side, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to twist and meet in the bottom. Now I'm just kind of resting the weight of my face on my hands. I'm dropping my shoulders, and same thing, I'm just going to breathe in and out my nose and move around. Look back. I'm going to squat. And unwind. Another thing that's really good to do is when you're in that position, open and closing the jaw can give you some extra release in the jaw area and in the muscles behind your neck. All that tense fascia in the back of your neck. Next, I'm going to take my right hand. I'm going to reach over to my left ear. I'm going to grab the top of that ear. I'm going to grab the bottom of that ear. And I'm going to find which way I'm going to twist both ways until I find a good tension spot. You find the good tension spot for you. Now I'm going to lean over to the right, and I'm just going to move back and forth like this as I breathe. I'm really just pulling up as hard as I can. I'm going to squat a little bit and move around some more. I'm going to open and close my jaw a couple times and release that. Oh, that feels so good on my neck. It feels so good on my neck. It's amazing how everything is just so interconnected with our little fascial network spider web that we have. Okay, I'm going to do this left hand, grab the right ear. I'm going to pull back and forth until I find a really good tension spot. I can feel that all the way into this area here. So I want to get a nice good stretch on that. And I'm going to breathe in and out. Oops. I'm going to squat a little bit, lean to the left. You didn't know your neck was so tight? I know, right? It makes such a difference. Like, you don't even know sometimes where you're holding tension. Like, I noticed the reason I wanted to do Getting Cheeky was because I was gritting my jaw. You know, I think maybe the moon or something had me gritting my jaw. I'm really not sure. Now I'm going to take my right hand, and I'm going to grab my chin, and I'm going to really twist it. And then I'm going to take and push. I'm going to kind of find out. Now, see, it's right over my ear where the tip spot is. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to breathe in and out, and I'm going to move back and forth. Deep breaths. Lean back. Lean forward. And release. Oh, that loosened up that jaw even more. I hold a lot of tension in my jaw. This little muscle right here, this little buccinator muscle is the strongest muscle in your body. That's why you can actually crack your own teeth, because once that thing wedges down, and that's what people do, like when we're holding our words and stuff, we grit our jaws, or when we're faced with something that we don't want to talk about, or in situations where we don't have the safety or motion and, you know, the tools, whatever, to feel our emotions. So now we're going to take our left hand, going to really grab that chin and really twisting it around. And I'm giving it just a little bit of tension this way. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to go over my ear, and same thing, I'm going to move back and forth as I breathe really big in and out my nose. Lean back, dropping my shoulders, lean forward. Oh, that feels so good. That really just unwinds. It unwinds somewhere. My ears, like I have some downloads coming in this side, and sometimes they get really intense. Some people call it ringing, but it's really not ringing. I used to have ringing in my ear, and that went away doing fascial maneuvers. But when it was the eclipse in April, all of a sudden, the moment the eclipse went full, I started getting these huge downloads. And I had a crystal healing like a month or two ago, and it really turned down the volume of it for me. So that was really interesting. I could just see like these hands of goddesses and ascended angels and masters coming in and working on me. It was really fantastic. Okay, now let's do peekaboo to the, I like to do peekaboo both ways for the same reason that I like to do antler twist the same way. So peekaboo is I'm going to take my hand and I'm really going to grab this skin, my left hand, I'm going to grab the fascia on the right side, and then I'm going to really lock it in. I've got my cheekbone just like stuck to my forearm right here. Now I'm going to test and see where the tightest spot is. Oh, for me it's up top today. The other day I think it was in the middle. For me it's right here. So I am just going to look under my right armpit and breathe as I move back and forth a little bit. I'm going to open and close my jaw. Back a little bit. And unwind that side. See, and that loosened up some of the neck muscles. You know, I have this broken collarbone, so my neck muscles get really, really tight. But really, they are not nearly as tight as they used to be. We'll do a little bit with those in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to take my right hand. Now, if you are lightheaded or tingly or have any sensations, you just take as much time as you need to integrate, whether that's just swaying back and forth, whether that's walking back and forth in little figure eights, whatever you need to do, because sometimes when you repressurize or change the pressure in your head, it can lead to lightheadedness, it can lead to suddenly want to cry or suddenly being angry, just some kind of emotional outburst. Just let yourself feel it. Feel your emotions so that you can release them instead of storing them back in your body. Okay? So we're going to take this right side, my right hand, I'm going to grab it on the left side here, and I'm really, I don't know if you can tell how hard I'm pulling this, but I'm really pulling it. And that's pulling my neck over to the other side. I'm going to lock my cheek to my forearm. And once again, I'm going to push and see where I get the most release. See, it's down by my ear today. So I'm going to honor that in my body. I'm going to look under my left armpit, and I'm really just pushing both of my hands, pulling one and pushing the other, and I'm looking under this armpit, and I am going to breathe. Moving around. Just getting some really big breaths. I'm going to just maybe squat a little bit. I'm going to open and close my jaw. And I am going to unwind that. See, I don't know if you can tell, but that relaxes my neck, okay? So that's, that's really good for me. The sternocleidoid mastoid, this muscle right here that runs from the mastoid all the way down to the sternum and the clavicle, the sternocleidoid mastoid, it used to be like a rope on me because it was so tight and tense because I had broken my collarbone years ago. And this right here, this line right here, it used to stick out so far. But doing all this stuff has really, really helped to loosen up those. So why don't we we're going to pin this right here, and then we're going to slide our fingers up until we get a nice tension. I'm going to turn the head. I've got it leaned back just a little bit, and I'm just going to move back and forth. Breathe in my nose. Going to lean a little bit. Just free flow moving. As I'm really stretching that muscle out, that SCM, sternocleidoid mastoid. Lean back a little bit. Move my chin out. Get my chin forward. When you release the tension in the front of your neck, the back of your neck starts to loosen up, because sometimes it's just getting pulled so far forward that it just makes everything tense. So I am gonna do hi ladies, I'm gonna do the other side. So I'm just gonna pull this down until I find a good spot to pin this. I'm gonna slide this muscle along, and then I'm gonna push this away on the left side, leaning a little bit to the right and a little bit back. And I am gonna breathe in my nose, moving back and forth. I've got my shoulders relaxed. I'm going to squat just a little bit. I'm going to jump my chin forward. I'm going to just open and close my jaw just a little bit. And I am going to release. Well, you know, sometimes tiredness can be because, well, it's been the new moon, the full moon. And the full moon, I used to detox so hard on a full moon. I would always be, you know, purging something out in one direction or other. I would just be having emotions come up. Sometimes I would just be exhausted and need a nap. I really have a hard time napping these days. I just have a lot more energy. But after a certain period of time, the new moons and the full moons quit affecting me. But that was with a lot of hydration and a lot of emotional processing. It takes a while, you know. So also just honor your body. If you need to rest, rest. You know, I do have some other videos going over more stuff like in the neck and hips and back and stuff like that. So if you need to revisit those, please do. I would love that. I'm also starting me a YouTube channel, which I'm just transferring my Instagram over to YouTube right now, but I'm going to start making content for the YouTube. It's Leah's Lifestyle Choices with, you know, just one word on YouTube. If you guys would follow, that would be awesome too. I would love that. Okay, what else am I feeling? Okay, let's do a heart opener, okay? I feel like with releasing this, I feel like I just need to do a chest opener now. So I'm just gonna grab in here a little bit above my heart, actually, just a little bit below, so that I still get this in here. And then I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'll do a hair pull. Yeah, I'll absolutely do a hair pull. Let me do this opener, and then I'm gonna do some hair pulls. That's one of my favorites. All right, so I'm gonna pull this apart and down. I'm gonna stick my chin out. I'm gonna jut my jaw out like this, and I'm gonna move and breathe in and out my nose. I'm not moving a lot because I can really feel just sensing in my body. I can feel it all the way up into my jaw and my chin. Squatting a little bit. And I'm going to unwind that. See, that really just released right here in the back of my neck. All right, we got a request for some hair pulls. This is one of my favorite things to do, is pull my hair, because my whole architecture of my face has shifted since I've been doing this. I've been doing palette swipes and hair pulling, and I pull my hair from all different directions. But first, I want to do it right underneath. I'm going to get right as close to this bone as I can. So I'm going to grab 2 big handfuls of hair. If you don't have hair, just use your fingertips. You can use your fingertips and just kind of like squeeze them together and pull them apart. That gives you the same effect. Because I've actually tried it without doing my hair, and it actually was really good. But I do have hair, so I'm going to grab, I'm going to twist. Now I'm going to see which way. Okay, I need to twist them both opposite directions. They're both twisting towards the middle and the top. Now, whichever way, if you need to twist one way and the other way, if you need to twist them both out, both in, whatever works best for you. I'm lifting up just a little bit, and I am going to lean back just a little bit so I get a little extra pull, and then I'm just going to breathe and move back and forth. Just dropping my shoulders. I catch myself sometimes, so I really be aware of what my shoulders are doing because I don't want to cause any more tension. I'm going to look under my right armpit. Just really pulling the hair off my head. Look back again. Oh, and unwind that. Now I'm going to go up to right at my temple area, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab 2 handfuls of hair. Like I said, if you don't have hair, you can use your fingertips and you can twist and just kind of squeeze them together to kind of separate those the bones at the top of your head out. But I like to find out which way it's tighter this way today. So I'm twisted the same direction. Usually it's the other direction when I'm in this area, but I'm twisting this one. Oh, and I'm really just pulling the hair out and away. I'm dropping my shoulders. And I have my spinal pelvic lock engaged. I always try to keep my spinal pelvic lock, which means my pelvis is lifted and my belly button is pulled in. So I'm going to grab those big, oh, wow, handfuls of hair. I'm going to twist the hair off my head, and I am going to move around, just kind of free flow. Lean back, lean forward, under the armpit. It's also a really good way to do anti-gravity. If you ever try anti-gravity with your hair, oh, that feels so good. Oh, thank you, Miss Happy Camper Cares, for that suggestion. I'm going to do it both directions on the top of my head now. I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to grab a handful of hair, and I'm really twisting my elbow out. I'm going to grab my other hand and I'm pulling my forehead so my face gets wonky again, okay? And I am just going to move back and forth. Maybe lean back. Open and close my jaw. All right. Oh, that's so good for me. And now I'm going to do the last one. I'm going to stick my hands in my hair. And I'm just really, really pulling it. Like I said, if you need to just grab your head because you don't have hair, that works good too. I'm really getting a good handful, and I'm really twisting it and pulling it, trying to pull my hair off. I don't know if you used to go to the circus, but those girls would do their stuff all suspended from their hair. I bet they never got headaches. And I'm going to take my left hand and pull my forehead. You can really see that it just wonks everything out. That's what you want. You want to get that tension in there. So just moving up, dropping my shoulders, caught myself with my shoulders up. Oh yeah, looking down, under the armpit, the other way, back, open and close the jaw. Oh, that's awesome. My head just feels expanded. My head feels bigger. I don't know if I need a bigger head, but it feels bigger. So that is a fascial facelift, or most, some different variations you can add in, but just pulling on your ears. Another thing you can do is you can stick your fingers in your ears, opposite directions, and twist. Open and close your jaw. Or if you want to grab your ear and pull opposite directions, open and close the jaw. And then I like to go the other direction. And then my friend Charles, he likes to do this thing where he blows up his cheeks like a blowfish. And then I'm going to pull back and I'm going to move. Oh, I got a crackle out of my neck doing that. It's so funny how your body is just so interconnected, interwoven. Today, let's do a head-heart connection, and then we'll talk about today, okay? A step 24 Libra. I'm gonna put my right hand on my heart, my left hand on my head. I'm gonna breathe 3 times into my heart. Just really feeling my heartbeat. I'm going to breathe into my nose, trying to feel my brain beat. I'm going to breathe in 3 more times. I'm going to sync my brain with my heart. Because when your brain and your heart are in sync, your body puts out a lot more feel-good chemicals, serotonin, oxytocin, all those good feel-good chemicals, and it allows your cortisol levels to drop. So just really syncing those heartbeats up. Okay. See, that just settled me back down into my body because I was getting a little heady. Today is a step 24 Scorpio day, which means it's the next 6th day, which means it's a Libra ruled Scorpio day. Now, step 24 means that you need to belong in your feelings in order to receive balance, in order to be in balance and be at peace. And then you need to protect belonging in your feelings and feeling what you're going to receive, like maybe just checking in and seeing what's going on in your world. Step 6 is about peace. It's about relationships. It's about receiving. It's about the give and take. It's represented by the scales, and it's ruled by Venus. And Venus is about relationships and love and all the beautiful things in life, art and singing and joy and comfort and all the little sensual pleasures of life. I hope everybody enjoyed this session. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will be back tomorrow.